I want to tell you what is spiritual enlightenment. From my perspective, spiritual enlightenment is to be living just happy all the time, just so full of joy and creativity and love that it's overflowing. And in that space, it doesn't matter what is happening around you. Literally, chaos can be reigning around you, but your inner space, your flow of joy is not impeded, is not changed or damaged at all by what's happening around you. So even if you've been in a bicycle crash or even a car crash, or major stuff has happened, you still maintain a space of calmness, clarity, and joy. So even if financial ruin has hit you, it's still possible to stay in that same space. And in that space of constant joy, when you're totally unperturbed by the goings on around you. And really our spiritual essence is this experience of constant bliss. And when that happens, obviously clarity and calmness also come. And also our intuition gets stronger and we get wise perspectives. We become a very wise person when we're surrounded by bliss. And obviously if the stresses have dropped away, then we have massive high energy. We're more focused, we're healthier, and with that change in attitude, naturally, when we're joyful, high energy, then obviously wealth flows towards us. It's unrestricted. So here I am, I've maybe created what could be, you might see as Pollyanna way of being, but I'm saying absolutely it is not. This is achievable, and it's achievable by you. So how easy is it? Well, from my perspective, it's way easier than you think. One of the biggest obstacles we have is our minds that says, no, 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 I couldn't live in constant joy. And I'm saying, and I have hundreds of people I can refer you to who are saying the same thing. Yes, it is possible. And yes, I am living that way. And yes, it wasn't as difficult as I thought. So how fast can you get there? And it really depends on your time, your effort, and your intensity. So if you have time, and you have time to put in effort, and you are intense about it, then 3 months, 6 months, maybe 1 year, the most, is what it would take. But from my perspective, you should be experiencing instant shifts, very fast shifts. So now I want to give you 4 tips on how to get into that space. Okay? The first tip is set the intention. From all my life's experience, setting an intention is one of the most powerful things to do. So when you say, yes, I'm going to live that intentional, and I'm going to live that enlightened life, that enlightening life. When you keep the focus of it, then just witness what happens. The brain sends out signals, things are attracted to you, just amazing things happen. Secondly, then, is we've set an intention, now there's action. And so you have to begin your day smiling consciously, or ideally even laughing consciously. And when that happens, that sends a ripple of joy out into your day. Because what happens normally is that our negative emotions start off first thing in the morning when we wake up and go, oh, I have work to do, I have this. That's the seed of the rest of the day's negative emotion. If we can cut that off right at the beginning with laughter and joy, then those seeds of negative emotions can't grow. We're just left with joy. Now, third tip is end your day in deep gratitude. Now, this is not the regular communal garden sort of gratitude that you hear about. What I'm referring to here is a gratitude that will actually bring you deep fulfillment. And this is a gratitude where we look at everything we've experienced, even if it's been painful, as an experience of gratitude. Because what happens is that when we start experiencing the things that we previously experienced as painful, we start accepting all of who we are. So for instance, our moments of sadness, our moments of terror, our moments of fear, all those moments when we look at them and say, oh, I'm grateful for that. It's helped me wake up. then we start moving into acceptance for all of who we are. Tip number 4, when the emotions run high, breathe deeply and lots. So typically when we start breathing, our breathing shallows up as the emotions get high. So the higher the emotion, the more we breathe into the top 1/8 of our chest. So the more we breathe deeply, we start changing that. Because from my perspective, each disturbance is a great opportunity for enlightenment. And when we see the world from that perspective, all of a sudden things shift. So every time there's a problem, or something we've labeled as a problem, we start breathing deeply and a solution starts to emerge. And ultimately, we flower into ease in chaos. And this breaks patterns and creates new options for our response. Okay, so I've given you 4 great tips, and if you apply those and apply them strongly and with determination, you'll experience massive shifts. But I know that's easier said than done. So I have a little gift for you to help you out. If you email me your problem, I'll send you a meditation solution for it. I'll custom tailor your solution for your problem, which will help immensely. And when you practice it, it'll dissolve the problem, it'll increase joy and reduce stress. And obviously shift your perspectives. So you can go to the website Enlightenment How to get the meditation. Also want to talk to you about coaching that I offer too. So if you are sincerely interested in living just the most amazing spiritually enlightened life, then please contact me. And what we do here is we start off looking at vision and goals. Who are you? What's your vision for yourself? What's your goals? And we refine them until they're the most amazing, outstanding, exciting visions. Then we work on your core strength. Each one of us has a core strength to be successful. We'll work on those, we'll increase those, we'll enhance those. Then we look at upgrading attitudes towards wealth, health, and relationships. Then finally, we end up mastering the most amazing expansion possible for you in the world. Okay, so big promise, right? So who am I? What have I done? So as I mentioned earlier, my name is Martin Williams, and for 40 years I've led expeditions all over the world, and I'm a world record holder in terms of having led expeditions to the North Pole, South Pole, and Everest. And I've also been a successful businessman. I've run many successful businesses, including the first airline in Antarctica. So I've worked with millionaires and billionaires and many successful people. I then went on to run global projects for youth that inspired 60 million youth to take humanitarian and environmental action. And after that, I went off to India to study enlightenment and ended up teaching enlightenment to monks in India, and then around the world to many hundreds of thousands of people. In terms of testimonials, Harv Eker here, who you probably have heard of, he's considered the world's leading expert on spirituality and money. I've worked extensively with him, and he speaks very highly of me. Many people, such as Dr. Debbie Chance, an educational consultant on higher education, I've worked with her, and then people from all over the world. He's a Canadian consultant I've worked with who speaks very highly of me. And then the publisher of Enlightening Times, an online magazine, said that I shifted her from intense loss of pain to unbelievable freedom. So what I'm saying is really, I have the tools and I have amazing success with people. So what's the risk to you? Well, first of all, if you don't take the 4 steps and don't start doing something, you're probably going to spend $500,000 by the time you're 65 on some aspect of health, wellness, addictive related products to make you feel better, to make you look better, to boost your self-esteem in some way. And also, there's the emotional cost too. Time spent in depression and procrastination, just the time people spend in worry and just loss of meaning of life. And the cost of relationships. I hear constantly about people upset with family and friends, upset that can go on for years. And the loss of new friendships, and then the feelings of loneliness. And obviously, when we have stress in our lives and these attitudes, often we lack motivation to take action in terms of wealth. We maybe go on binge spending. We maybe buy things we don't need. We don't save. We're indecisive in terms of decision making around money. So all those affect our wealth. So what's the cost if I take the coaching? Well, you do need to have 30 minutes per day of your own time to work. And I'll set up what exactly you're going to do. We'll work with you personally on tailoring to you a program that really works for you. And then twice a week, you have 30-minute coaching sessions with me. What's the tuition fee? Well, it's $400 a month. And my results? Well, I'm really saying I'll guarantee you results. I'll guarantee you'll see an increase in happiness, health, wealth, love, and the quality of your relationships, or your money back. And so far, I've never had to give anybody their money back, and I've had great comments from people. So if you are interested, how to begin, go on the website Enlightenment How Coaching and send me an email, phone me, speak to me, reach out. Let's chat about it. And I think you'll be amazed on what you can experience. And I really look forward to helping you on the journey. So again, thanks so much for taking the time to listen to this, and I'll talk to you soon.